That the Vice President Kashim Shettima has directed the adoption of technology-driven strategies to combat terrorism, cybercrime, and border security challenges facing Nigeria and the entire African continent. He gave the order on Monday during a courtesy visit by members of the Executive Intelligence Management Corps 17 from the National Institute for Security Studies. He said Africa and Nigeria are currently navigating some of the most troubling times, especially in the security and economic arenas. The challenges we face require innovative solutions, and AI presents a vista of opportunities to address issues in agriculture, healthcare, financial inclusion, and security. He highlighted the successful implementation of security measures by the governor of Enugu State, stating he has effectively curbed the excesses of those exploiting our security vacuum to cause havoc. This is a statement to what can be achieved with the right strategies. He said AI presents significant opportunities to improve sectors such as agriculture, healthcare, financial inclusion, and security. He addressed that AI has the dual nature of AI. Shettima said AI can help us combat emerging threats like terrorism and cybercrime while also enhancing border security. By leveraging technology, we can replicate African society stories and apply them domestically. I don't know. But I want to get your thoughts quickly. Let me get start from you, Mufasa, first of all. Do you agree with the Vice President that the strategic measures that he's trying to bring in by use of AI would work to combat terrorism in the country?
Yeah, I won't agree less. I think that's what is actually in vogue. If you go to other civilized crime, places that are doing well in combating crime and criminality, they've long ago, moved away from the analog system to a more digital system in fighting crime and criminality. But the only parts that I have issues with statements like this, we are good at making, nice, beautiful suggestions, especially when the opportunity arises, in occasions where you are meant to speak to people, So this is just an impressive speech. Just when you say a man of words and not of action is like a garden full of weeds. We've had so much of this kind of proposals, but we are yet to see any of them being implemented. We are talking about fighting criminality, terrorism. How many of the police stations you go to today in this country that you will find a desktop computer? We have a situation in this country where if there was a prison, a jailbreak, and we discovered that even a jail in the center of the country's seat of power, when Kuje prison was attacked, and there was no CCTV camera. All these are part of, components of digital system in combating terrorism. They're looking at even having unmanned vehicles, aerial vehicles, what we call drones and all of that. What is a digital system? We don't even need to deploy so much of, foot soldiers. There are certain digital systems that you use. You gather information. The next thing you do is just to move in, and it reduces the amount of effort and manpower that you put into fighting crime and criminality. And another thing I just say here today is, they said that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you expect to get a different result, that is the true definition of foolishness. So he has said what is actually, in practice in some of these Western countries that they go to. Okay. Common street lights. I'm coming. Let me just, street lights. Right. Street lights. There are places you go to. You don't have street lights. So these are issues, little issues that they need to. Enough of the rhetorics of coming to speak BB grammar. Let us see actual actions taking place. Then I will now begin to take them seriously.
Thank you very much, Mufasa. I'll quickly do Mezo. Why do you think the federal government have to come to the realization of AI revolution right now? Because it has been on for a long time. Why do you think they had to come to that notice at the moment?
Well, I believe that the Vice President has been a lot of foreign trips, and you know, the array of persons who walk around the presidency, it is obvious that AI is performances and knowledge about AI is global, and I think that in course of making foreign trips, the presidency would have taken notice of, you know, the AI functionality. And you know, but like my friend said, permit me to digress a bit. The problem with Nigeria is not really a technology deficit. It is a human problem. And I believe strongly that we are where we are because of whom we are. You know, the basic laws that we have, the little that we have, you know, has the capacity to provide us the security that we need, at least the basic security that we need. But we don't even have that basic security because even the AI that we make reference to has a human interface. You know, it is not entirely self-operative. It depends on human, you know, command at some point. And if the AI is not entirely self-operative, there's a human interjection to it. And that's where the problem is. Because the compromises that we have had on all facets of our national life is as a result of those who operate the system. That's where the problem is. How do you see that you drive on the road, you see that this car is not roadworthy, but it will drive past road safety. It does not have a headlight, it does not have trafficator, it is smoky, but it will drive past road safety and is overloaded. But now you see a private car who probably the driver does not have a driving license, the road safety man will keep him there for hours and he has to pay a lot of money. But the vehicle that is not roadworthy just passed, overloaded. So it's a human problem. Now, if you bring a technology that is to detect a roadworthy car or not, it will. But the man who is running that machine would bypass that machine and collect money, and the person will go scot-free. So as much as we advocate, and he made reference to, I was waiting to talk about it. In every hotel you go to, it is a law that there must be at least a CCTV camera. Who implements that? It's the police. Go to the Nigerian police. I do not remember entering any police station where there's a CCTV camera.
Why do you think the situation is like that? Since they implemented the form of CCTV cameras in public places like the hotel you mentioned, why are there no CCTV cameras in police stations?
That is where that's the problem we're saying. It's a human problem. We have a system that, if is optimally operated, can serve us. But those operating the system are the problem. So even if you bring the most sophisticated machine from Dubai or the US today or China, it will, when it comes to Nigeria, it will malfunction. I'm telling you, it will underperform. Look at the traffic lights on the road. Sorry to digress, but look at the traffic lights on the road. Look at the traffic lights on the road, Nigerian roads. Either people have run into it and pushed it down, or it is not functioning and billions are spent on it. But you still have a traffic warden still there, standing there. He sees people driving the wrong way. He goes to apprehend you, not because you have defaulted and you need to face the consequences, but he sees that opportunity as an opportunity to make money, not to implement the law. So we have a human problem. And the humans are those who drive the institution. So even if you bring the most sophisticated technology, the latest to Nigeria, it can function in Ghana. It can function in Niger Republic and Benin Republic. But the moment it gets to Nigeria, it will underperform. So the problem is not having AI sophisticated technology at the borders. I mean, we have immigration officers at our borders, right or wrong? Yes. Right. And they receive salaries at the end of the month. So why do we have a porous border? Let me tell you something. See, you would see that if you go and set a camera like this to position at the border, the immigration officer would turn it when he wants to do his transaction. He would turn the camera and adjust.
I was trying to get to that point because I asked you, why do they allow CCTV cameras in hotels, but they don't allow CCTV cameras in their offices?
It will expose the police.
I was trying to get to it. I was trying to let you say something.
It's going to, the same thing the CCTV camera will do in US. It's what it will do in Nigeria. Okay. Now, whatever it is preventing in the US, it can prevent in Nigeria.
But to stop it from preventing it in Nigeria, the officer who is in charge, who is running the system, will not allow it to run.
Thank you very
If you go to the police station, you see what they do, I am telling you, you'll be amazed. And there's no way we'll have a CCTV camera in the police stations, you know, sorry to digress, that you see all of the way police behaves, the manner at which they talk to people will continue. But the problem I have said is not AI. If you bring AI to Nigeria, it will malfunction.
Thank you very much.
Because there's a human
Thank
problem.
you very much, Dumezo. Our problem here is not AI, like he stated. We have a human problem.